Hey everybody, I am so excited to tell you about Skillshare. Please don't consider this an ad. I want you to consider the fact that I really enjoy Skillshare. Now, all of you who listen to my podcast, you know I am a nerd. From quantum physics to all sorts of stuff. I'm a freaking nerd and you know it. Let me tell you, I'm pretty good at personal branding. As a matter of fact, I'm probably one of the best in the world at personal branding. And I must admit to you that I learned a lot more new information from Skillshare's personal branding course. It's literally in there because social media is a tricky thing, right? And, you know, they talk about crafting your social media experience and all sorts of stuff. And then, you know, introduction to social media strategies. I can't really like quote all you the classes. I'm going from memory here. Something about context is key. And all sorts of great stuff. They break it down. The point is the mere fact that I can remember it and the mere fact how they break it all down and give it to you in bite-sized bites and then make it comprehensive like a college class. Comprehensive means to go from left to right or make it all together where you can understand it. Skillshare is a big deal. I remember first seeing Skillshare on a YouTube video I was watching one day, but I checked out the marketing. I really did. I'm pretty big into marketing. My favorite part about Skillshare, what they really did for me that I just really want to give you guys just some insight is I really suck at animation. This is the truth. I suck at animation. So I went under the animation section and I've been learning animation, and especially since I have a sonic tag. You know, if you listen to the beginning of this podcast, you hear that right thing. That's my sonic tag. And I've been really trying to figure out, you know, how in the heck do I put an animation across the screen on my videos for my sonic tags? Well, you know, Skillshare has taught me all that stuff. So I think it's pretty cool. And my staff thinks it's pretty cool. You know, Skillshare is awesome. Do yourself a favor. I'm telling you where to go. I've got a link included in the description. Get you some Skillshare. It's an opportunity for you to grow. If you're serious about money, if you're serious about advertisement, marketing, sales, or if you just want to take your career further, or maybe just expound on your personal brand. And of course, you're serious about it because you couldn't even be listening to my podcast because I only attract people who are serious about that. Go to Skillshare. It's my personal testimony. I'm not on script at all. This is no script. I'm probably rambling. This is amazing. I'm telling you how good it is. And I love you all. Skillshare is fantastic.
Welcome to the Secret to Success podcast. My entire goal is to give you value. That is it. I'm not interested in buying for me. You can, but that is not the goal here. I do want you to go to the show notes for interview because I do want them. Please follow. I'm telling you, I am on a mission to create 100,000 billionaires. This podcast is part of that. Do yourself a favor and get everything that you deserve. Period. I want you to gift that. In this podcast, keynotes for me or interviews, billionaires. It doesn't matter because we can't teach you anything you don't already know. You just forgot because the world get me. I love you. You got this. You're going to get this. This is your moment. Take notes. Listen to me on your commute. I don't care what you do. This is yours. I do this for you. Like different platforms. Share it. Subscribe to it. Share this. Not many people out here doing this here. Got this.
In this section, I'm going to teach you how to pay off your personal expenses if you're trapped. Okay? I just taught you how to pay off your personal expenses if your head is, a little bit above water. But I'm talking about you got one nostril above the water. And you've been like that for a couple of years. You don't even know how. Let me talk to some real balance, folks. And this is a certain type. Let me tell you the type. This is the type of people who are accustomed to winning. They have fantastic houses, luxury cars too. They've been doing well, and they managed their money responsibly, and stuff happened. The government let them down. That's the number one thing. This recession is crunching them the most, and every president, don't matter, keeps raising their taxes. This is people I'm talking to. I wish I had some real folk up in here. You understand? I'm not talking to the people who mismanage their money. That was you as the first section. I'll tell you out. I'm talking about, I just retired 43 years. I've been doing everything right, and that's my problem. Yeah. I trusted them to take care of me like I took care of them, and they didn't. They defaulted on their promise to me. They told me my 401k was, and I had no idea they was going to limit what I could get, and I only got 7 years left for it to run out. All right, so I'm talking to real people. All right, this real place. This is real place. I'm talking to real people. This whole section is for you, to get you out of this problem so you can retire in 180 days. When Ken asked me to do this, I said, man, I got to keep adding, because I can't legitimately talk about retiring 180 days without actually going through all sorts of scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd just be rah. Who wants that crap? You're going to refinance your credit cards with some personal loans. Here's why. In most cases, you people who I just named, you still got a 650-ish. 650-ish. It's somewhere sitting around there. You can still do it. You hurting so bad about your credit because you used to have the 800, and you just don't even know what to do with this 690 going on right now. You just lost your doggone mind because every time you look at your scores compared to the heyday, right? 690 still isn't bad, but for you, it's terrible, right? It's just terrible. And that's just because you've got $30,000 on a credit card right now. It's not mismanagement. You're doing what you have to do, and you're managing this debt as best as possible. I'm going to teach you. You're going to get a loan. Now, the reason why you're going to get a loan is because that $30,000 on your credit card has no end, and we all know that. We can front all we want to. That money has no end, and if it is in it, it ain't in your lifetime. Yeah. That minimum payment is like a stop-loss ETS date in the Army. They just put 52 years on your stuff, right? You're supposed to get out in 2020, now they say 2063 is when you get out. That's what they do. That's what they call stop-loss. That's how they do it. Your loan is going to come about 4 to 5 years. All right, pay attention. And it's fixed. Making some sense now. You're going to get a $35,000 loan that's fixed for 4 to 5 years and wipe out them credit cards. What you are not going to do, put all caps. Ken's audience, if you are here because of Ken Underhill, if you are here for cybersecurity, Ken, by the time this section come out, it's going to be called, let's name it right now for me. We're going to call it, what did I say, personal, what is this?
Your personal expenses if you're trapped.
I dog it, there it is. All right. There it is, right there. That's what it's called, right there. How to pay off your personal expenses if you're trapped. Ken, you tell your people to go find here. I got a message to them somewhere in here very early. Do not consolidate your debt. That is a trap. It does not benefit nobody but the consolidator. Here's your second message. Do not file bankruptcy. That only benefits the person who files the bankruptcy. I got good news for you. I'm going to teach you how to fix it if you did debt consolidation, and I'm going to teach you how to fix it if it's bankruptcy. You got family members like that. I'm teaching you how to do both. Now, am I a financial advisor? Actually, that's a crime. Okay, I got you, family members. I'll be more of a fiduciary. Financial advisor don't mean nothing. Okay, don't mean nothing. Anybody can be a financial advisor. Fiduciary is what you want somebody to trust you. I'm just a dude who know how to make money and stay out of debt that I got to pay for. Okay, that's all I am. Those are my qualifications. You know what I'm saying? Those are my qualifications. Hopefully that's good enough. I make money and I stay out of debt that I got to pay for. If you like that, listen to me. If you don't, go to Dave Ramsey or something.
I try not to bring up that name.
Our financial advice is different. He's right. I'm just not trying to keep out the middle class. Okay? I don't mean to insinuate. He's trying to keep the middle class. Let's forget all that. Okay? It should be 16 vacations a year. No one. You save up for vacation? That's disrespectful to me. I shouldn't have to save up for nothing. My customers ought to pay for whatever I want. And if I need more money, I throw a product out to my customers and they give me back my bank. That's exactly what he's doing. All right. I read his books. I enjoy them. They're solid advice too. That snowball effect he teaches, that actually got me out of trouble. So I do like that. Anyway, I'm sorry. You was going to tell me something. There wasn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I was probably saying too much. Take your personal loan. Was somebody say something? No?
You said Pam.
Pam Norris. That's what it was. So Pam Norris. Go ahead, Pam. Ask your question.
Is there any place in particular that you'd recommend that we go to for that personal loan? Where do we go look for a personal loan if you've never taken it?
Sure. These people you already have a relationship with your bank. You know what I'm saying? Now you got some options here, okay? If your bank is in overdraft, you might not want to go to that bank. And this is a very, very likelihood that you are in overdraft, okay? This is a very good likelihood that this is the case. Again, this isn't mismanagement of money. This may be a mismanagement of your financial situation because your government sucks, although you love America, right? This is just, they didn't treat you like they said they would. This is what it is. We have to admit that. Any baby boomer listening to me, you have been dealt a false bill of goods. America promised you a check they never cashed on. It's true. And if you are a person of color in the baby boomer, you fought for rights, and they did not have you fight for wealth. This is what it is, right? I'm not trying to start no problems. We just gotta go directly at the problem so I can fix it for you. You're gonna take this fixed loan at the bank that you already have a relationship with, because the way it works is they have an algorithm that automatically denies you. But there is, I forget what it's called, but then you can ask to speak to a human and get a human to look at your case. That got me? Yeah. That's the truth. It is the truth. It is absolutely the truth. You had a question? Okay. That's you understand what I'm saying? That's the way it works. Now, go to that bank that will bless you in that manner. Everybody okay with that? Everybody okay with that? All right, good stuff. Now, the reason you want to take this loan is because in this loan, it's 4 to 5 years. You know you're going to be out of debt in 4 to 5 years. But what you also did was pay off your credit cards and raise your score up, took the debt down. Do I want you to do this? No, I don't ever want you to spend money at all, right? I don't ever want you to spend money. But with this money, I would prefer, well, I'm going to give you two options. I'll let you choose. Take it, pay off the credit cards. Now you got money. You know what I'm saying? You got money. The reason I like this money on the credit cards is because it has tracking and you can do minimum payments. This is why I like this credit card money in this case. Because I'm going to tell you, use this credit card money to make more money, okay? I just much rather you do that with your credit card because ain't no minimum payment on cash. You understand that? You just give me all your cash. But I can offset some. Wipe that $35,000 card off. Now you back in business. Now you ain't got to worry about the bank calling you. Now you just need to pay your fixed payment over here, but you can do that with credit card or make some money, right? But we're coming. So you can do that. That works just fine. Here's a second way. I'm sorry. Everything I tell you, you need to go back up to the class above or the one I just taught you and do that real estate thing or that closet thing. Okay, that's what we're going here. Okay, good stuff. Now, after you refinance, you now want to go online and you can reach out. My business partner, Tempest, is really good at this. I'll help you with a Google search, but she's really, really good at this. She found a bunch of them for me. Maybe I can find them. And start going to get paid for online surveys. When me and Tempest were going through this, is one of the things that she did. Honestly, it's one of the things she did. She helped generate us income by taking online surveys. This is why it's good to have business partners. For one, I ain't got time for no survey. But she was pulling in a couple $100 a month. You can pull in $200 a month doing surveys. This is insane. But you can. And how you find it, you just do a Google search. Top surveys that pay. That Google search will take care of you, okay?
Hey, everybody. I am so excited to tell you about Skillshare. Please don't consider this an ad. I want you to consider the fact that I really, really, really enjoy Skillshare. Now, all of you who listen to my podcast, you know I am a nerd. From quantum physics to all sorts of stuff. I'm a freaking nerd, and you know it. Let me tell you, I'm pretty good at personal branding. As a matter of fact, I'm probably one of the best in the world at personal branding. And I must admit to you that I learned a lot more new information from Skillshare's personal branding course. It's literally in there because social media is a tricky thing, right? And, you know, they talk about crafting your social media experience and all sorts of stuff. And then, you know, introduction to social media strategies. I can't really like quote all you the classes. I'm going from memory here. Something about context is key. And all sorts of great stuff. They break it down. The point is the mere fact that I can remember it and the mere fact how they break it all down and give it to you in bite-sized bites and then make it comprehensive like a college class. Comprehensive means to go from left to right or make it all together where you can understand it. Skillshare is a big deal. I remember first seeing Skillshare on a YouTube video I was watching one day, but I checked out the marketing. I really did. I'm pretty big into marketing. My favorite part about Skillshare, what they really did for me that I just really want to give you guys just some insight is I really suck at animation. This is the truth. I suck at animation. So I went under the animation section and I've been learning animation, and especially since I have a sonic tag, you know, if you listen to the beginning of this podcast, you hear that right thing. That's my sonic tag. And I've been really trying to figure out, you know, how in the heck do I put an animation across the screen on my videos for my sonic tags? Well, you know, Skillshare has taught me all that stuff. So I think it's pretty cool. And my staff thinks it's pretty cool. You know, Skillshare is awesome. Do yourself a favor. I'm telling you where to go. I've got a link included in the description. Get you some Skillshare. It's an opportunity for you to grow. If you're serious about money, if you're serious about advertisement, marketing, sales, or if you just want to take your career further, maybe just expound on your personal brand. And of course, you're serious about it because you can't even be listening to my podcast because I only attract people who are serious about that. Go to Skillshare. It's my personal testimony. I'm not on script at all. This is no script. I'm probably rambling. This is amazing. I'm telling you how good it is. And I love you all. Skillshare is fantastic.
Did anybody know you can do that? Because until she found it, I had no knowledge you can do that. Yeah. Okay, you heard about it. She was finding, no, yeah. Mm-hmm. Turn that and put it on for you.
Yeah, what I did, I sent it to people that I knew that was disabled and stay-at-home moms. I told them hey, you might want to look at this. And coming from that mentality of, like I said, the poverty mentality, you don't have any money, but then you text me back, and that ain't enough money to do that. I'm like, but you're not doing nothing right now. So they didn't do it. But now they hear somebody did it and actually got paid. They didn't, that was confused me.
Yeah.
This was bringing a couple $100 a month. I was going to help it.
Right.
Beautiful. I was even helping her. She was sending me something. Can you?
Right.
Now, by helping, I don't mean this was my idea. This was her brilliance. Right. Just threw like 5 of them at a time to her, right? You know, I was even helping for a little bit. We needed that money. I don't know what to tell you. Like, $200 when you broke is a lot of money. I don't know. Food is something. Like diapers or something, depending on where you at. Man, I'm telling you, that was her. I didn't even know it was possible. Ken knew y'all seemed like I had no idea until Timbers found that. First off, pay for surveys. This sounds stupid to me. Like there's nothing about that makes sense to me. I would never pay you to do a survey. But apparently there's a system out there with that works. And I know about it now only through Timber, so I made sure I wrote that down when I was thinking. But in order for me to do this, when we came up with the name Retirement 180, 180 days, I had to make it real and relevant. And I had to figure out what do I need to talk. Well, obviously, what did I do? But then what I did was what works for me or people like me. Then I had to figure out, well, what have I done? I made this person try what I do, what this and what I haven't seen other people do. And I had to put all this stuff together for each scenario. So let's keep going. Next thing you can do is, and this is something I do newly now. I even got my business PayPal cards to set up to do this here. I always thought it was a lie. Cash back on your credit card. I'm not even sure where to begin with this because it's free money. Well, it's not free because you got to spend money, right? But it is unaccounted for money that you can invest somewhere. Yeah. I can't. If you have to pay, you look like you take flight. He looked like he takes flight somewhere. You got to pay for it. You might as well get paid back for doing it. Or you got to eat every month. You might as well use your credit card to let that money kick back to you to something, right? Something. You put it anywhere, but I always thought the money came attached with something. No, it's mine. Yeah. You know, I didn't give me no free money, man. That's me. That's that hood coming out of it. The hood coming out of it. I just recently started. So like PayPal just paid me $5.17 yesterday. And it ain't even a credit card; it's a business card. I don't even remember signing up for this program. Ask me if I put that money in my account. Of course I did. They owe me my money. Like now, I feel like it's my responsibility to take it now. You're gonna give it to me; it's mine now, right? You understand? Go ahead.
And just a quick comment on that. A lot of poor people. $5.17.
That's it.
I ain't gonna take that. I'll take it.
Me too.
Because I take that 5 from there, the 5 from there, 5 from here, 20 from a customer. All that comes together and gives me $1 million. Right? It's different mentalities. I just want to comment on that.
That's what I plug.
Some people are probably screaming at this right now when they watch this later. They're screaming at this like $5, that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It all adds up, right? That's why all these gurus will teach you put $5 in your account, in your investment account, and $50, and sure, compound interest over time. The same thing there. Let all those streams of income come in. That's why very wealthy people have multiple streams. You don't have one stream; you got multiple streams. I don't care if it's $500 here. If I've got 100 different properties, that doesn't make a difference. Now I've got a lot of money. Now it's like, oh, he got a lot of money. Yeah, because I've got all these things, but each one has that certain percentage. Right.
And further, watch me push that further. Let's say I don't have 100 streams of income. I'm going to take that $5, go to acorns.com or go to my mobile device and go to Acorns and let them invest that $5 spare change and buy me a piece of a share of a share. That's stocks. And I'm going to keep doing it until I buy my way out of poverty. The goal is to make sure your money buys your way out of poverty. You make money, you don't lose it. $5 ain't nothing. Well, you know what it is? I'm going to turn it into a half of a share. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Now I own a little piece of an oil company. I can't make no voting decisions. But every time they write a letter to their shareholders, I get one. You understand what I'm saying? You get enough $5, then I can have those 100 streams of income. I'm telling you, Acorns would literally, I'm not recommending Acorns to you, but I am telling you it's low risk with low fees. And it invests spare change for you, and it lets you buy not that you can't buy a share. Well, I guess you could buy a share for $5, a penny stock or something. But I want oil. You understand what I'm saying? And I go look, it can say 0.0021 of a share. I'm gonna be proud of that. I can't tell you how many times I have been proud of that. You understand what I'm saying? Look at that, the lady of the house. I tell you, best thing you show married right. I tell you. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. And I said, you know, but successful people, they marry correctly. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. If we was in my environment, I'd have said, that thing you make her look good. But you know, when in Rome, compliment the woman. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, can you hear me? Yeah. We good?
Yes, sir.
All right. I was about to add, like, one of the apps that I use is Stash. Like, I know Acorns, I use Stash app to kind of make some smaller investments because it's one of those things, like, I want to kind of get an idea of it, so, like, I'm forced my way to kind of, like, start small, but, you know, kind of like way of kind of building, like, dividends, because I ain't gonna lie, like, every once in a while, it's nice to get a little email notification that says, oh, you got paid dividends. So I'm like, okay. It's like a little encouragement, so it's like, okay, let me throw a bit more. It's like, so I use that.
No, it's good, man. Stash.
Okay, I
Yes.
just want to know if I can ask a question for my audience.
No, ask a question right now.
Well, no. I just want to make sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
just in case you need to.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, Stash. These are the apps are the same concept. You want to use money to buy spare money. And, you know, you use spare change to buy some big money, right? You got a question?
Yeah, I was wondering about the online surveys because, you know, since when I met injury reserve, I'm like, I never thought about that. I've seen them, but I didn't think. And I'm like, man, that could pay my car insurance. That could pay, you know what I'm saying? My cell phone bill just by doing the survey. I mean, you know, I got a set schedule. I got, you know, go to the gym, therapy, and, you know, I got to finish up my ATS videos. So in between that, I could be like, okay, let's do me one or two surveys here, one or two surveys here. And it's like, you know, that could possibly play rent or something, you know? And for me in this position, I'm like, you know, all that's for me, you know, I'm saying it's right there. Some stuff I thought about but never really act upon it because say I didn't know if it was paying out or not. I was like, man, some people are really doing it. Right, you know? Yeah,
I got you. So that'd be my little problem too. The Stash thing, I have $10 come out a week to go into it. And it's
turning it around for us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pull it close. That's stash.com.
Yes,
big old body.
Stash.
Yeah.
Tonio, don't let her pull you into that. She always be looking at me like this.
Yeah, why are
You mumbling.
That's got good hearing.
Yeah, I can hear good. The Stash thing, I'm too close now. I'm in my mouth. It's gonna go too. He must be from Texas. Yeah, I'm from Texas.
That's that wealth shining through.
Like just like what Chris said, I have Stash also, and it does make you feel good that boom, you had dividends, you made some interest, and it's not a lot. Sometimes it's 92 cents, but that's 92 cents I didn't have. I didn't do anything for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that just you're in it. You know, you're in it. I think that's what you said when you told me about the mobile home thing. That's a good idea. Get going. I think that's the main thing I've been hearing today. What you've been saying is get going. I'm showing you this not to just show it to you. You're teaching us this not to just teach it to us. You're teaching it to us to get going. And that's it today.
And it's
No, but I was gonna say too, like one time we were low on funds and he had like $300 in his stash account and he was able to transfer it to, because we had got low, so it was like, okay, well let's just move that in.
low happens.
Yeah, buddy. I understand. One time I was, so Betterment was what I was using to retire, or I had on a 10-year plan where I wouldn't touch, and I had Acorns, just this thing to save up just in case stuff got bad. Like I had every intention of using Acorns if needed, but my version of if needed is dire because I'm always trying to sell somebody something, right? So I'll just, this is, I done got arrested and I need to hire this lawyer for $2,500 real quick, something like that, something like that. And the betterment I had. So yeah, I completely agree with using $300 to stack. Now the goal is to never do that. But if Stash was designed for that reason, then yes. Now, if it wasn't, then what you do is you just set up two of them. You set up one that you say, I'm never going to touch them. I'm going to be homeless. I ain't touching it. And the other one is just in case, baby say, go ahead and handle that. let me keep the peace in the house. And that's what this was for. You understand what I'm saying? And you keep the peace in the house. See, I already sacrificed. You can't get her nails done. You want me to do that? So you do it every 2 weeks. And it got with me, and I don't happen no more. I'm just talking about my own personal experience. I ain't trying to bother nobody. If it sounds like I'm talking about you, we just going through the same thing. That's all. All right? You understand what I'm saying? She don't get her toes done no more. She keeps saying feet feel rough. She went to Walmart. I'm just a real example. She done went to Walmart. Now she done buying them press-on nails and making it look like she's getting. She's doing all this sacrificing for me. I ain't looking at nobody, right? Doing all this sacrificing for me. I need to go ahead and use this $300 stash real quick before I lose this woman who had already lost her whole pride and self-of-womanness for me. Okay, anyway. I'm not saying that, that happens, but if it does happen, shout out to that woman. She's doing a good job staying by you because she could easily go find somebody else, that's for sure, right? Yeah, buddy. That's good. That's good. Next thing you can do is you can sell your unused frequent flyer miles. In most cases, if you're trapped, you ain't flying. And now this is a bit of a scam because they're gonna charge you like 25% of what they actually worth. They're gonna give you. It's like pawning your watch, your Rolex. You're not getting Rolex prices. You understand? Mm-hmm. But if you're trapped, if you're middle class, anything is better than nothing, right? It's like she just said $300. She wanted to be $30,000, but we're gonna take this $300. And we're going to at least sleep kind of good tonight. How many? This is the kind of folk I'm talking to right now. To where you go, made it past Friday, 5 o'clock. At least the light's going to be on till Monday. I'm talking to these folk right now. But if you ain't never been there, then I'm not talking to you at the moment. But I know how to go Friday past 5. We good till Monday. Yeah, tell them to come on over this weekend. I'm telling you, entrepreneur life, you got to think like that, right? You got to think like that. The internet's still on. Yeah. The internet lights go off. I'm like, whatever. That internet go off, I panic because my money comes to the internet. I don't. Lights go off, I just use somebody else's Wi-Fi. Go ahead.
And I'll say,
there you go.
So what I'll say on that point, you talk about internet goes out. That's why you'll always hear, like, and this is kind of for my following right now, but you'll always hear me talking about setting up income streams where you can be doing anything and still make money. Because I've had that before. I've had it where I've got things built up. Internet goes out and it's an outage in the area or whatever. And then when I can get back to the internet, I'm like, oh man, I just made, That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what you got to do because you can't rely on, if you've got to constantly be relying on putting out content all the time, and there's nothing wrong with content, I'm going to say it like that. But if your income is tied to the fact that you're online, basically time for money, then if that internet goes out, you have no money. That's why you need to build stuff. So again, this is mostly for my audience, but any audience out there really. You got to build up things to where you can remove yourself from the equation. So we're talking about business systems eventually. We kind of talked about that yesterday and stuff too, but business systems, whether that's online courses, whether that's surveys, automating that somehow, whatever it is, you've done something to where no matter what happens, could be a hurricane, whatever, you're still making money. So I just wanted to say that. That's, you kind of touched on that a little bit.
That's a real good point. And this is why I like sales funnels so much. Yeah. Because we've sitting here talking right now, and somebody bought a product from me that I produced 6 years ago or something, maybe. And it's a religious product too. I forgot all about it until 1750 came through. Yeah. So sales funnel, you don't need the internet. Now you need the internet to see you get paid, but the sales funnel keeps working because everybody else got the internet, right? So that's definitely something good there. Here's the next thing you would like to do. This is another thing Temp has taught me. This is I like Fiverr, so I'm getting ready to talk about freelancing. Tempest was like, let's just make money on it. Huh? She said, yeah. So she said, well, I know how to do PowerPoints. I know how to do a lot of stuff we're doing with your presentations. And she always I have something, she makes it look good. She sold that. And she was customer after customer after customer. Hey, can you make an ebook for us? Can you turn this into can you do this? Can you do this? That's free money for something you're already doing anyway. You take what you already like to do or what you got to do, and you tell the world I charge $5 for it, $10 for it, $5 for this, $10 for this version, $25 for this version. Tempest made a killing like that. Right? Literally, the Fiverr account that we use today, I rarely go to the sale money side, but the Fiverr account that we use today, every dime on there. I put my gifts on there. I forget what it was. It was something like, I had to go look it up, but it was stuff nobody ever got. So whatever it was stuff nobody ever got. They always got her stuff. Because her stuff was fit more for Fiverr. Or something like, I will edit your book or something, or I'll make your idea a book, which I could really do. It's something I just do really, really naturally. I don't know why. I could just pull a book out of you and do that. Everybody was like, nah, I'm good. But can we get Tempest to do that thing, right? So you want to freelance, okay? You want to freelance. Freelance, there's a lot of money in freelance. There's a lot of money in freelancing. Do that. Get out your pride. Do that. Obviously, you want to start a business. Now, in this business, I want to teach you a micro business. No overhead or low overhead. All right, good. So we both talk about it there. We both talk about it. Micro business has low or no overhead, and it needs no employees. And it generates a lot of cash. I'll give an example of micro business, and I'll let Ken talk about whatever he wants to talk about. I think he's going to go and get the food. Ken talk about it for what he wants to talk about. Where's the food?
It's here. I didn't know.
Sure, I'll bring that food out here. Oh, working lunch. Yeah, bring the food out here. Now, what else to say? Oh, a great idea of an ebook. It's an ebook of micro business, right? You can. How many of you've heard of TikTok? It's fantastic. It's formerly Musically. Anyway, point is, it could probably take over Instagram for #1 network, but y'all know how to use it though, because you're not 8 or 15, right? My kids, I got 3 followers, and I keep getting to get back on there. My 10-year-old is dominating me. Daddy, I got 100 followers. It's a real conversation. And I'm like, buddy, we keep getting them, buddy, right? Got 130 now. I'm serious. Like, I follow both of them on TikTok, and they do a homeschool. They be TikToking. I don't even know they're doing it, right? They're just sitting there doing it. They could write an ebook for me to teach me how to do TikTok and sell it for 99 cents. And believe me, I would do it, and all of yous trying to have a personal brand would do it. I done made this up. All right, I'm going to talk to my kids. You make it a course. I have with my kids. Look at that. That's what we're gonna do. All right, charge 99 cents like that. Now the kids is holding on $1 million a piece. That's an e-business. No overhead, no nothing. Right, get it done. Kid, what you want to say on the subject? It's ready.
Yeah, you can talk at any time. I keep.
Okay. I want to say. So Antonio said micro businesses. I'll give an example. I push people a lot to like online courses because there's a lot of I don't want to say a lot of overhead. Opposite. There's very low overhead. So with the online courses I've created for like different marketplaces, as an example, like you got an initial cost of record your screen, your time and stuff like that, but like the margins are like 92% or more. And if you think about that, if you scale online courses, if you put out like 50 courses, those make money. I mean, I have courses from years ago that, as Tony was talking about, still got a sale. I still get sales. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot that's still up.
Yeah.
So I push a lot of online courses, but that's a micro business. And then we talk a lot about, that's a shirt I'm wearing, quick promotion for ClickFunnels, I guess.
Exactly.
But ClickFunnels is a software that Antonio and I both use to build sales funnels. And so you take these digital products, he talked about an ebook, I talk about online courses, you put those in a sales funnel, and then as he mentioned, it runs itself. You can go on vacation, you can go to dinner, you can be going to sleep, and you're still making money. Somebody in India is up right now buying that stuff, right? Somebody in the UK is buying it. Somebody down the street's buying it. You never know who's gonna, and people share your stuff. When you're doing the right thing and you're sharing the information and you're trying to give back and you're giving people a lot of value, and I've seen this in my own stuff, and that's why I speak from it. People will share your stuff constantly. I had that today. Like I just checked LinkedIn a little bit ago. People are sharing my stuff, and I can't wait for this to all be done and to get this, because I'm going to share it like crazy with my network, and it's going to be shared around because people want to help you when they see that you're doing the right thing. So we talk about micro businesses. I think a lot of entrepreneurs these days make that mistake. They want that brick and mortar. They want that venture capital. They want, because they're learning the wrong way, in my opinion, to do things. If you want true freedom, you need a micro business, and you need multiple micro businesses depending on how high income wise you want to go. But you need a micro business because the overhead is not there. And you can tap into talent, and I do this. The people we use for our logo are all Fiverr. Like I use those people for my logos, and we've had great experiences. We've had some idiots, but we've had a lot of really good experiences. Really talented people that don't get an opportunity in other countries, but now with the internet, and sites like Fiverr and stuff, you can tap into that creative talent. And I'm telling you, like some of the things we've gotten over the years for people off Fiverr, I'm a huge advocate of Fiverr. There's some really, really talented people globally that do some really cool things. So I just want to say, micro business, I'm all for that. That's my life, man. I don't want that brick and mortar pain. I've had that in the past. That's a pain. It's a big pain. But micro businesses are where it's at, man. So I just want to share.
I figured you knew what he was talking about too. Because when I mentioned micro business, he had a fist bump. Gave me the Tiger Woods, right? He gave me the yes, I got a bogey, right? That's a bad thing to fist pump for, but yeah. Now, let's see. Micro businesses are fantastic, and the goal is, remember, man, the goal is not to have so much overhead, right? Okay, yeah. The goal is not to have so much overhead. The goal is to win continuously and dominantly. Yes? All right, good. Yes, that's them emptying their bladders. Yeah, don't it feel good when it's full and they get out? That's a worship moment. Yes, it is. Definitely want to start your micro business. You get it. You can do something around something you already know. No, go ahead. It's all right. You can open it up. It's loud. It's all good. Okay. You're going to open it up and not open it up. I'm telling her to open it up. You want to start a business around something that you already do. Good. Fantastic working lunch. Let's keep going.
Is the micro business a business centered around something you already do? I want to make sure I wrote down what that was.
Yes. Sit around something you already do, but it's best that way because you're a genius at it, right? And your life is already sitting around it, right? Mm-hmm. So now you don't have no overhead because you're already doing it. Y'all get me? Yeah. Okay. All right, that makes sense, right? All right. Do me a favor. I need someone to, how to share your screen. Go to YouTube real quick, and I'm gonna bless y'all with something. You're gonna YouTube $100 startup. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why, the full book of $100 startup is on there. It's probably the most masterful and resource on starting micro businesses out that I've ever read. So $100 startup. She is going to share the link in chat, and then Grace, you're going to put the link a part of the official notes, and when we upload this from the notes, it'll be there. And what will also happen is share your screen so they can see the book cover. And there you have it. Okay, so fantastic there. It's because we went past 4 hours. You got to start over. Yes. Hit share. There you go. Now just read. Just pause and quick restart that so I can stay focused.
Okay.
Now she's sharing her screen. There's $100 startup. Well, now you got to do this. Now you share the screen.
Okay.
That's $100 startup. Right there. You see the book cover? There's the link. 8-hour book. If you can't afford it, then you can go get it right there. Now share that link in chat, and we will go from there. Outstanding. Now we're getting pretty closer. Now, you can rapidly fix all this, right? It's too easy. Now, get you some roommates. This is where I really wanted to talk to some of y'all. This is going to be more of an issue for you younger folk. But I got to talk to you older folk, too. Ken's audience, I'm coming directly at your throat with this one, okay? Get some roommates. You're broke, right? Money's funny. Share those expenses. All right. I'm going to say it this way. I'm missing some folks. I know you've grown. You've been on your own your whole life. I get it. I'm not telling you to not be grown. I'm just telling you, if you got 7 people living with you, oh, wait a minute. I have 7 people. I understand. Let me give you a scenario. Sarah, Liddell, the Wilsons. I have 7 roommates. Sarah Liddell, well, first off, Sarah said, Liddell, you better do something. Too many people in my house. That's the first thing she said. That's the first thing that happens. Okay. After the initial shock of not being able to walk around barefoot in her own house, you know, and a lot of these people, where the toilet paper at, all this stuff is running out. You know, after the initial shock of all that, and the electricity bill shooting sky high, and they don't take baths over there the way they need to, and they ain't even cleaning the tub.
Wait, hold on.
Besides all that happening, you make it better by saying, those are real things I brought up. Okay, all right. Now, it's because my nieces and stuff be always coming to me and stuff and all that stuff. Liddell then be smart and says, Liddell's then smart and he now says, I got an idea, babe. I got an idea. This is what we're going to do. We're going to let everybody pay rent once. We're going to rotate rent. We're going to rotate all the bills. There's 8 of us in this house. That means we're going to start in January. Babe, that means we're not paying bills again until September. Making some sense now. Now I can deal with that little crust around the toilet that you keep not flushing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saving enough money to leave y'all here. At least that's how I'll be thinking. Yeah, that's great motivation. Let me save enough money to get out. You stay here. Where we going, you won't even have the address to. All right, but that's just me and my introvertedness. This means once every 9 months, they have to pay bills. What do you do in the next 8? You stack chips. You don't pay bills. Because one family, in January, the Wilsons will take care of it. In February, the Vernons will take care of it, etc. Now, while that seems terrible, it depends on what culture you're in. Because some of my Asian counterparts was like, yeah, we do it all the time. Right? I mean,
2 houses.
Put it on.
2-story house and the house next to it.
Mm-hmm.
3 families in that house until 2 months ago. Wow. When one family was able to buy the house next door to it because it was an elderly couple that they wanted to downsize. So this family was able to move into that house because they were able to save money using that same principle. Right. You know, they only paid expenses, I think, every 3 months. They were virtually able to move into this house almost for pennies, you know. But that's how they did it. Right. And I think this whole neighborhood functions on that same principle with the Asians, you know. They just know how to utilize togetherness. They all get over. Financially.
Meanwhile, my cousins, 8 cars to the same place. All 8 of them taking 8 different cars to church, leaving the same house. Right? Yeah. We ain't carpooling for nothing. Because you know how we are. When we ready to go, we ready to go. You understand? So now I get how I saw somebody hand up. John Nowinski. Let me get John Nowinski first, and then we'll acknowledge Pam's comment in the chat. Go ahead, John.
Well, I was just going to follow up on what everybody's saying. When I first went up to Minnesota when we got married, there was 4 families living in one house. And over the years, they just kept, hold all their money together. And they now, all the families own their own houses, beautiful cars, and it's the way to go if you can put up with so many people.
You hear that? And then Pam Norris said that's how Asian families pay bills here in Hawaii. They all live in a large house together. It's too expensive for them to live alone. First off, it's too expensive for everybody to live alone in Hawaii, right? But that does make sense. What about the families who put stores in my neighborhood? Doesn't matter. And then their 14-year-old daughter works the front counter. It's family business. That's legal. And they let 2 of me in at a time. I'm not saying nobody. I'm just telling you what happens in my part of America. And they take my money because I can't wait to give it to them. And then they go upstairs and sleep on top of the business that they own, which is siphoning money out of my community. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to. Do you understand that happens? I didn't say nobody. I just said the family. Okay. Now you can make the family whoever you wanted to make it to, but and here's the deal. That's straight capitalism. God bless them for doing it. Because if I'm gonna let you, then keep doing it. All right. That's the capitalism in me. Well, I'm a capitalist. Period. Point blank. That's what I am. If going in my neighborhood is a cash cow and I don't realize that for myself, somebody got to get that money. It's not my fault. It's not your fault that you see me leaving it on the table. I should have some manners and pick up my money off the table. You get what I'm saying? All right. I think we pressed that point pretty well. Did you get that roommate side? Let me do the roommates one more time. Just one more time. Then I do the same thing Vastine just said, and I go buy real estate. Okay? And I wanted to tell in that because I want to talk about real estate a different way now. Oh, beautiful young lady, got you $10,000 in income tax. Find you 4-5 more friends that got $10,000 in income tax. Now y'all got $50,000. It's time to get an apartment. You gonna buy TVs and stuff. And come April, come June, you ain't gonna know nothing. You ain't gonna see nothing. But if you split that, go on in that briefcase. Mm-hmm. Go on in that briefcase for me. Okay. And go on top this off in that briefcase. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Now it's unfastened, so he might have to. Or if you go in the briefcase, on the. There you go. Sorry, I had to pause for a second. You can get 50, right? Using it is your money. Please don't think that that's the government's money. Income tax is the government saying, you gave us too much, right? Oh, excuse me. We took too much. Legally, we're going to give this back to you so you can give it back to us again. We're going to take too much again. We're going to continue to take too much. We can't figure out the numbers. Yes. You know, this is a great. Can someone put a microphone on me real quick? Let me. I'm gonna take. This is my financial advisor. Put a microphone on me real quick. Get that audience right there.
It's fantastic. He's my financial advisor calling me, telling me wins and losses. He's gonna find out.
Boss Michael.
Right. I can barely hear him. If I put him on speaker, I can't hear him. Okay, so what he's explaining right now, what's happening is he's raising on my behalf a lot of money. So, right, I got you. And since I'm so good and it's a lot of money, what they want to do is verify my address. The computer wants more information, not income, because that's solid. Address, for whatever reason, I don't know, it doesn't matter, who cares? Point is, when I play the address game, then my a lot of money will be released. Got you. Okay. So are they sending the proof, the stuff they need from the address to me? And you want me to send it? All right, got you. That's what they want. Got you. So don't throw anything away for the next couple of weeks. I got you. All right, so he's explaining to me. Somehow I'm listening to both at the same time. But this is the game. Like, this is, I typically wouldn't even answer them because I'm in conference, but it's money and you're trying to retire in 180 days. Or the money coming, okay, he's talking about, I'm going to repeat everything he's saying. He's talking about what you call a reconsideration line. The machine itself is just going to disposition the information. We want humans to look at it, and you got to call a call center so that humans can look at case, because on the left half, he got all this stuff. And right now, the community, got you. All right, so we just verify the address. I'm not a terrorist. And then they say, hey, you can have all this money, Antonio, right? Exactly. Sounds pretty good. That's where we are. Got you. He's telling me to verify the address and social security number. Got it. Good thing is I got my social security card. Yeah. Oh, I saw it. Well, you know what? I could do that. I saw it and thought, you know what? That was dumb of me. I will go ahead and do that right now. I sure will. I saw that. Sure did. And didn't even touch it. I saw it and I said, well, let me just stay out of his business and I won't do nothing about it. Okay, I will fix that right now, and then you may be able to call him to whatever it is, and I'll leave it up to you. Right.
What we currently have tape.
Okay. You want to try to hear that part. Okay. It's a lot, though. You understand that. He went after aggressive stuff first, you understand? And I ain't want no problems. Is it?
Okay, so not where I wanted to be, but My other strategy is with Chase, since they're
Keep saying it.
Yeah.
Stop saying it. Yeah, I'll just keep him. I don't know. He gonna drop some sensitive information since he's just on the phone with me. What he's doing for me is I told him, "Hey man, I need $1 million." Did y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is this a good teaching? Is this should I?
No,
Is this teaching y'all something? Okay, good. So keep going. All right, good. It's working lunch. Right.
myself who I get on the line.
Right.
But
so he's
but again, that was 4 or
explaining.
5 right there. So it's gonna
I
continue
kind
to
of
be a
mentioned
work
this
in
earlier.
progress, but I do have to
He's telling me it's a work in progress. He feels bad he didn't give me $1 million today.
and I wanted to let you know that over the next couple
Good
days,
financial
I'll be
advice.
working aggressively.
Fiduciary. No, I'm already doing the proof of address stuff right now, and then I'll shoot you a text when it's done, and then you'll be able to come back. I did, so I tell you what, every time I see one of those, I will finish them for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I saw it last night, and I was like, oh, let me just stay out of his business. But I didn't think that you didn't have access to my email. So, duh. Right. All right, so he's breaking down some complex stuff. He's explaining to y'all why y'all be getting denied stuff on credit because the computer will. I appreciate you being on. He wants me to have $1 million today. I appreciate you.
It takes a while to get the credit score where it's competitive.
Right.
That's a work in progress. But then they have a rule that you can't have more than 3 or 4 inquiries.
Oh, that's his secret stuff. That's all right. that will give y'all his secret stuff. That'll give you his secret stuff. Okay. Okay, he's still talking about his secret stuff. Don't worry about it. He's still talking about his secret stuff. All right. Okay, that's super smart. That is like the smartest thing I've ever heard someone say from a financial perspective. So I feel you. Yes, I do. I do see what you said. I do see what you said. I can't even repeat to y'all what he just said because it's legal. I just put him out of business if I do this. It's his secret. He just said it again. So as I VPN stands for virtual private network. Can the audience know that? Okay, there we go. There we go.
So if you're using an IP address.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what he's saying. What they do with your here's what he's. Let me. I had no idea that they could determine you get approved, but they determine your credit limit by your IP address.
Credit score is your behavior, so that's primary. And then, of course, they look at your income, but in some situations, they're not verifying the income because, again, their whole platform is to get you in because they're hoping to lock you into the debt. So they have it's lenient in that regard. And then another parameter.
This is good training, y'all.
They generally give you anywhere from 10 to 30.
Oh.
So when I said, okay, I'm going to get late, even though I know.
Not a billionaire yet, but thank you. Got you.
Unfortunately, sometimes they'll do a financial review. Like American Express is notorious for that. If they gave you more than $35,000, they'll say, "Hey, Antonio, can we see something? It's self-employed. Can we see some documentation?" But that's a whole other game me and you'll have to talk about. But I'm prepared for all of the angles that they have.
There you go. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good, man. Well, we'll chop it up this evening. Nah, man, ain't no thing. You already raised so much. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Yeah. Look. So that's not even enough. He is. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
That's not enough. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, man. I hear from you in a couple hours. Okay, then. Bye-bye. All right, I got to switch back over to the Zoom line. Am I? Oh, I am on Zoom now. Okay. Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. I see you now. I see you, Pedro. Thank you. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't hear. I'm losing the information. Wait a minute." I know. Okay. The job. He was saying so much that I did not want on a recorded live because that is a great example of my own personal honor. You understand, right? But he was saying, yeah. Well, anyway, the strongest thing first off, let's just talk about the fact that credit is stupid. Okay, yes, go ahead. A financial advisor means absolutely nothing, but a financial advisor has no legal motivation, and neither are there legal ramifications for them to do what's the best for your financial situation. Do I need to say that again? A financial advisor could be anything. It's like saying, I'm a social media specialist. Mm-hmm. What do I mean? Right. What do you specialize in? Which platforms? Do you even know new stuff? That just means anything. I'm a mustache trimmer. Okay. All right. You right. You know what I'm saying? It just means that anybody can be a mustache trimmer. Anybody can be a financial advisor. Just whatever. It's just putting some juice on some words. A fiduciary is someone that has to go through, basically their information is backed by your government, and they must legally give you financial advice that benefits you directly and not their income directly. They must, because as a financial advisor, this was supposed to come up. You're right. This was, what section were we in?
We are in,
because you know what?
We are in the cashback on your credit card of the.
And now we're not.
I have felt so much in life. I've been so evil. I've done everything in life to mess it up. And I have. I have completely messed this life up. And then I changed. And then I started applying things that I didn't know, but I always knew. You call it the law of attraction. Or maybe you don't. Or maybe you're religious and maybe you're not. Here is what I know. I know that we all have a karmic debt to pay off. And I have either paid mine off or almost off. And now I dedicate my entire life to you. Please know that as my life is dedicated to you, it means I get beat up a lot. But that's what this is about. It is about people like me putting their gains at risk for you. The crazy thing about life is once we get enough, whatever enough means, if you're a politician, it's enough votes. Someone likes money, enough money, whatever enough is. If you're a pastor, enough members, we tend to protect it. This podcast is not about protection. It is about you. I sincerely believe in you. I know you're going to be it. I know you're going to do it. Whatever that is for you. There are no mistakes. I want you to share this podcast, but not for personal gain. I want you to share it because I am giving you my every being so you can turn around and do the same for others. I give away me, and then you give away you. I lower me so you can stand on my shoulders, and then you return the favor and you lower yourself so someone else will stand on your shoulders, and then voila.
No one is lower than the other because we've all lowered ourselves. Finally, the music in this podcast that you're going to hear, I hope it gets stuck in your head. It's actually from my favorite movie, Cloud Atlas. It's a cover. It's not the original version, but it sounds just like it. Cloud Atlas is a great movie by the Wachowskis. My second favorite movie is The Matrix, but that has nothing to do with this right now. It is about repeating the same mistakes. And so I'm hoping subconsciously that as you repeat the same mistakes, Cloud Atlas is mostly about ascending from those mistakes. So I'm hoping the words, the music, the melody, everything helps you ascend to where you're supposed to be, which is where you've always agreed you wanted to be before you got here. I love you. This is The Secret to Success, Law of Attraction. I really, really know that this will be a blessing, a lifesaver to many people. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate.